All right, class, welcome back. This is our Week 9 introduction video. It's your professor, Dr. Brant Ellsworth. This week in the American Yep, I'm asking you to read Chapter 13 on the sectional crisis. The Civil War did not happen overnight. It was not an event that just one stray bullet caused. There was tensions building for years prior to the start of the war. Much of this had to do with the expansion of land, about differences in policies, about differences in opinions about the way that the slavery in new states and whether they should have slavery. As America continued to expand, new states were established in California and Kansas. American politicians debated which states should be slave states, which states should be free states. At the heart of these issues were challenges to control in the federal government. Each new state is allotted 2 senators and a representative portion of representatives for the House. And if the new states came in that were free states, then it would swing the power of balance in favor of those political parties that were opposed to the abolition of slavery. As a result, those southern states who were all for slavery were very hesitant to bring on new abolitionist or non-slave states. At the same time, these same states were not excited to have these new states come in as slave states for the same reason. It would swing the power of balance in favor of these other slave states. So, in the 1850s, we will see the establishment of the Republican Party. The Republican Party will join together, will absorb other political parties. And in their very first political campaign speeches, the Republican Party will argue for the abolition of the 2 great relics of barbarism. That's their line for it, the twin relics of barbarism. The first was polygamy. They saw that polygamy, as practiced in the western territories of Utah, saw polygamy to be barbaric and wanted first to legislate against it. The second great piece of barbarism was slavery. And so the Republican Party was established to root those out. So this week, we will learn more about the establishment of the Republican Party. We will look at the growth of the sectional crisis, the South and the North, as free states and slave states began jawing with each other. And with the rise of Abraham Lincoln, the threat of an actual secession became more and more possible. Our primary sources this week will look at some of the abolitionist texts, including Harriet Beecher Stowe's Uncle Tom's Cabin, published in 1852. You will also look at some writings about John Brown. We'll read from the Republican Party platform and read South Carolina's Declaration of Secession in 1860. In terms of assignments, this week we have a discussion board. Remember that your initial post to that discussion board is due on Wednesday, December 6th. You are then expected to respond to 2 classmates before Sunday, December 10th. Please pay attention to length of your responses. Be sure that your response to your peers is not of the, hey, great job, great writing, good work caliber, but instead that you're engaging with ideas, that you are combating, that you are engaging with critical thinking, or that you're pushing each other to think in new creative ways about their own ideas. You also have a primary source analysis and a timed reading quiz due this week. Just as a final reminder, the end of the term is fast approaching. Please be sure that you are working on your final projects, that as you consider them and finish the writing and the artistic work, please think about how you would like to present this material to your classmates. Your presentation of these materials will also be due in week 11 on Wednesday. And so within that presentation, you'll be expected to make a YouTube video or to use VoiceThread to present your material to your classmates. Your essay or unessay is for me, your professor. I will look at it, I will grade it. But the presentation is for your classmates. That is your audience. And so consider how you would like to share what you've been reading about, researching what your argument is with them. There are tips available in Blackboard about how to do a presentation, and technology tips on how to use VoiceThread or other other technologies. All right, that's it for me in this introduction video. Best of luck.